Hey YouTube, what's up? It's GearsDN. Welcome to this, I don't know, not really react video, but it kind of is a react video. As you see, just Ni no Kuni in the background there. Currently let's playing if you're not watching. Good game. Anyways, so Nintendo Switch. Obviously they had their big press thing yesterday. I'll just give my thoughts, because I'm playing Xenoblade now. And they announced Xenoblade 2, which I guess is going back more toward, I guess it's Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but it's just called Xenoblade 2. I don't know. Maybe it said Chronicles in Japanese. I don't know. I can't read Japanese. It's definitely going with a different, well, not different, but it has its art style, which is cool. The only problem is, like, the main character just reminds me of Isidoro from Berserk, because it's the same voice actor. It kind of looks like him. So I every time I see him, I just think of Isidoro, and he's like the baffling buffoon character in that series. Even I can't believe there is a character like that in Berserk, but it looks interesting. Like the giant flying whale things and monsters everywhere, so that's gonna be fun to play. Like I was about to say, it was funny to me as an American watching all like the little magic tricks. It's like, oh, a wrist, what is it called? Strap. There you go. Can you remember that? It actually seems kind of necessary to have that wrist strap, though. Like obviously, I'll probably cut the cord off of it if I do end up getting a Switch, which I might. I mean, I don't see why I won't. It's only $300. Hopefully that makes the Wii U drop significantly. Hopefully it doesn't actually inflate it, make it go up. That's possible. So it's like they add the LR button to those little controllers with their wrist straps. It makes it actually very feasible, because like those controllers look so tiny. That 1-2 switch game, I think at the very end, that little draw game, it's like they make it like you have to look into each other's eyes and gauge when to go. I'm like, well, how is that a game then? Like, obviously it's a make-believe and stuff, but you still need a timer or something. And it seems like the game says draw, and then that's when you do it. Then it's a timer-based thing. So at the very end there, they kind of show what that really is. And that's just like a party game thing. I'm not too interested. That ARMS game looked really... The trailer for that one was great, too. The ARMS thing actually looked interesting, because they had the, like, you know, you punch, you dodge, you block. Like, there's dashing, air dashing, jumping and stuff. So it could be... I could see it pretty technical. I don't know how serious it would be. You need to see more, but it looked good for like a new thing. I wonder how big it is, though. That's the thing. Is it just like those 4 characters and a couple arenas and you just fight each other? Splatoon 2. I don't know if they showed anything. Like I don't have a Wii U, so I can't really react to these games. But Splatoon 2. It's a funny joke that it's like, why didn't they call it Splatoon? You know, tune. And then they said maybe it's like a translation thing. It wouldn't work in Japanese. So it looks good. I never had a problem with Splatoon. I thought the concept is always good. It's like Tony Hawk's like a paint battle. What's it? Is it trick battle? Can't remember. You do a trick on a thing and paint it your color. I don't want to talk about that. Fire Emblem Warriors. I was just kind of surprised. I've never played any of the Fire Emblem games, but I love how they're just taking all these old franchises, just making them into freaking Musou games. That's incredible. And okay, I see a thing here for. Apparently they did a trailer for the parental controls. It's Bowser doing something. That's okay. Like I said, I don't have a list of all the games here. I just, on my Nintendo's website, have a thing. I just want to go over the major ones that I remember from the presser and talk more about the Xenoblade game. It looks really interesting. It looks pretty much straight up like a new Chronicles. Obviously, new story and everything. So I wonder, it's called Xenoblade 2, so I wonder what the connection with the actual Xenoblade is, because I am Let's Playing that game currently blind, so I'm making my way through that story, so hopefully no spoilers there. Super Mario Odyssey. Holy crap. That's a different one, isn't it? I can't believe it. I made a joke, I was saying on Twitter, since they're going into like Manhattan or the real world, there definitely needs to be like a Super Mario Bros. Movie poster somewhere in there, or like, what is it, John Leguizamo? I can't remember his name, but him, and then the guy who put Mario and Luigi, just they need to be in the game somewhere, since it's real life. That I think that would be hilarious. Even though everyone hates that movie, some people love to hate it, but it's not a good movie, objectively. Okay, looks like they have Mario 8 Deluxe. Once again, worries at the end. This goes to that, and you know, Mario Kart. Like it's hard to go wrong with Mario Kart. We're just getting mixed matched here. So last one I guess I'll talk about is Zelda. I didn't watch much of it. I kind of listened. Voice acting. Like I said, I don't want to watch too much of it, because I definitely want to get this game and play it sometime, and this thing seems to have the most direct storytelling, I guess. Like, it's hard for me to say, but you know, Zelda games, it's just all text boxes. There's story there. You pay attention, you read, you listen to it, you see what's going on. This one straight up seems like it has like a narrative, cutscene driven story, and that's a first for Zelda. And this looks incredibly interesting. I just didn't want to watch too much, so I don't really remember much from the trailer besides "Wake up, Link, you don't remember me." I kind of want to play it in the Japanese voices. Like, I'd have to see what it sounds like in English. And in English, the one that's like, if that's Zelda, the "Wake up, Link," like, that voice seemed fine. I'd have to see the voices for everything else. But I would love to play it in Japanese with the subtitles, but I don't think they would do that. They are getting rid of the region lock, though. Like, we've already seen Zelda a bunch. I've seen some of the gameplay ones just to see what it's going to feel like. How they're making it much more like an RPG. Yeah, like story things, though, this trailer, I kind of covered the screen and I kind of listened. Because I don't want to see it. Pretty much anything about it. Okay, let's go to worries real quick. My only worries with thing was they're turning it into a subscription-based system, and it seems like to do any online, obviously they didn't talk about it much, so I'm not gonna speculate too much. It seems, obviously correct me, this is why I'm making this video, to get corrected and just give my thoughts. They're gonna have their online service system, and it's like, seems like their online service is pretty much just for, like, I don't even know, just obviously online gaming. And it seemed like sending invites and chatting and messaging is all going to be through an app. I hope that's not true, but that's what they talked about, like download this app or something, and then you can invite friends and text message them and maybe talk to them. I'm like, what? Why that? I did last night find out that they're going to do a game system like Xbox and Microsoft and Sony, but the wording is still up in the air. Obviously, new information is going to come out later. I could wait and learn more, but I'm not looking too much into it. It seems like you pay for the subscription. I don't think they've said how much, and you get to play old classic games or just Nintendo games. But the wording makes it seem like each month it's basically like you get the game as kind of like a demo, but it's the full game. So you get, like, let's say Super Mario World for the month. You get Super Mario for the month. At the end of the month, the game goes down, and you get a new game at the next month. So it's like it's basically like so Microsoft's and Sony's like free games, but you don't get to keep it after the month's over. So if that's true, that's iffy. But then again, like, I don't think I would actually want to play any Nintendo games online. And it seems like all the games I want from them would be like the single player story ones, the Mario's and Zelda's and stuff. So hopefully the store and buying games has nothing to do with that subscription service, because I don't want to be like having to pay for the service just to be able to download games and play them. That would suck. And okay, worries. Obviously, I want a pro controller. Those new controllers seem like the HD Rumble thing seemed interesting, but I wanted a pro controller. I heard $80, and maybe that's because maybe it's still the gyro HD Rumble thing that it's so expensive. But oh my god, $80 is too much. That would increase my cost of the console by $80, and so that worries me a little bit. Obviously, talked about the online thing. The biggest thing I'm worried about is they didn't really talk much at all about any form of like Wii U games on the Switch. Like, not even at the store. They could have just said like Wii U games will be on the eShop. You could buy them, and they didn't talk about that like at all. They just basically like made Splatoon 2, and they I don't know. Let's just call it Mario Kart 8 HD, even though it's HD already. So those are my little worries. If you have information, obviously tell me. I think it still was a great presser. Console looks very interesting. Probably going to end up picking up in the future because, Xenoblade 2. And there's some other RPGs they showed in the reel. There's a bunch of the games they showed there. Obviously, like No More Heroes 3 they talked about in the picture. I like Super Best Friends a lot, and so Matt from Super Best Friends lost his mind about that. I never played the game, so it didn't hit me as much as obviously it hit people who are fans. But like they showed like some RPGs in that little sizzle reel that looked pretty interesting, but they didn't talk about it, so I don't have much information. I haven't gone into it too much, but anyways, this has been GizDN. Thanks for watching, everybody. Obviously, post comments, correct me, and teach me more about the system. Let's get on. Now I don't want to buy a Wii U and a Switch. That's the problem, because there's a bunch of Wii U games I want to play. Like, is that Wind Waker HD gonna be on the Switch? I want Xenoblade Chronicles X, Twilight Princess HD. There's all these games I want to play, but anyways, stay tuned. If you watch this video early, be on the lookout today. I hopefully will get it out today. A big surprise for my channel. Peace. My beloved out.